Hello everybody and welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. Today we are continuing to be dividing by 10. We're going to be dividing one-digit numbers by 10 and we're also going to be dividing two-digit numbers by 10. Now today's activity, there are questions in this video as we go along. That is the activity, there are not any extra sheets. What I would like you to do, therefore, is to have a piece of paper and a black pen or pencil, and also a pencil that is a different colour, because then you will be able to self-assess your work after each slide. So pause the video now and go and grab those things. Let's have a look at the first one together. So what numbers are represented in these place value grids? What I would like you to do is to answer those questions, pause the video, and then we can check them together. So pause it now. Let's have a look at the answers. So we have the number for the first one. We have the number 4. So give it a tick with your different colour pencil if you got it right. The next one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, which is equal to 50. And the final one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths. And if I was recording that, it would be 0.8. Check off those answers, give them a tick. If you don't understand, then listen to the rest of the presentation. If you still don't understand, then you can drop me a dojo. Here is a Gattago chart. Now, we have used this before in class. So I would like you to use this chart to divide the circled number by 10. So we're working on 3 divided by 10 equals. Pause the video. When we're dividing by 10 using this chart, we move down. So the answer is 0.3. So 3 divided by 10 is 0.3. Let's have a look at the next question. Which of the following numbers is the answer to 9 divided by 10? Is it A, 0.9, or B, 9.0? Pause the video and answer the question. Change your colour pen. 9 divided by 10 is 0.9 is the correct answer. This number here is still 9, so they haven't divided it by 10 at all. They have kept it the same. Let's have a look at a different type of question. Which equation matches the answer shown in the place value grid? So one of these questions has the answer 0.8. I suggest you write down the questions, use a place value grid to help you answer them, answer each question, and then see which one matches 0.8. Pause the video now and have a go. We have here 10 divided by 8. Well, we know that that is not going to be 0.8 because we're talking about dividing things by 10. Now we've got 8 divided by 10, 0.8. 0.8 divided by 10, we would need to move it across again on our place value grid. So that would be 0.08. So B is the correct answer. Complete the calculation. 9 divided by 10 equals. You can use the place value grid to help you. Pause the video. The answer for 9 divided by 10 is 0.9. We're using the Gattago chart again, and let's look at the question. Daniel is dividing one-digit numbers by 10 and circling the answer on the Gattago chart. Explain the mistake he has made. Pause the video. I'm looking for an explanation, so not just yes or no, right or wrong. Tell me why. We'll look at this together in a moment. 80. So we're thinking about him dividing a one-digit number by 10. We know that if we're dividing a one-digit number by 10, our number is going to be less than 0. Daniel hasn't divided a one-digit number by 10. He has multiplied a 1-digit number by 10 because the answer is bigger. Have a go at this question. Soraya is thinking of a 1-digit number. She says, it is an odd 1-digit number. When divided by 10, my number is greater than 0.4. What could her number be? Have a go and pause the video. Let's think about what numbers are going to be odd and greater than 0.4. It could be 5, because if that was divided by 10, it would be 0.5. It could be 7, because if that was divided by 10, it would be 0.7. Or it could be 9, because if that was divided by 10, it would be 0.9. You need to think about your odd numbers and the odd numbers that are greater than 4. This is the last question when we're thinking about dividing a 1-digit number by 10. We're going to be moving on to dividing a 2-digit number by 10. I would like you to have a go at using the digit cards to make the following statement correct and give 3 possibilities. Something divided by 10 is greater than something divided by 10. Pause the video now. Let's have a look at an answer together. We could have 8 divided by 10, which is 0.8, is greater than 1 divided by 10, which is 0.1. You need to make sure that the larger of the 2 numbers is on this side. Let's have a look at some examples of dividing 2 digits by 10. You should be familiar with these because we have touched upon them in class. Again, there's going to be questions within the presentation, so I will show you the slide and you have a go at answering those questions. And when I answer them, you can mark them in a different coloured pen, and that is the work that you can upload onto Dojo. Match the place value grids to the numbers they represent. Pause the video and have a go. Let's have a look at the first one. So we have got here 3 10s and 4 1s. So that one matches to 34. We have 4 1s and 3 10ths. That matches to 4.3. And we have 3 1s and 4 10ths. That matches to 3.4. Look at the number below. Divide this number by 10 and share your answer on the grid below. Pause the video, have a go. Let's have a look at the number. So here I have got 42. I know 42 divided by 10 is 4.2. So I would have 4 1s and I would have 2 10ths. I've just moved those counters across 1 space to the right because we're dividing by 10. We've got match the calculations and the answers. I would like you to work out the answers to these calculations and then match them up. Pause the video. 9.4 divided by 10, 94 divided by 10 is 9.4. 26 divided by 10 is 2.6. And 58 divided by 10 is 5.8. We have some Dean's representation now. Let's have a look. We've also got the equal sign to the left. It doesn't make a difference. Equals means the same as or equal to. It doesn't matter if it's at the end of our number sentence or at the beginning. Let's have a look. What I would like you to do is write down the value of the Dean's and divide it by 10 and see if your answer is 3.4. Pause the video. We have 34 represented by Dean's because I have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 divided by 10 is equal to 3.4. So that is in fact true. Don't forget to self-assess using your different colour pencil. I have some counters here, very similar to the Dean's. Pause the video and have a go at working them out. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 divided by 10. I know if I'm divided by 10, if I was to draw that place value grid, I would move them across one space to the right. So the answer should be 1.5. This is a really interesting question, so you might want to pause and have a moment to think about this. Use your knowledge of dividing 2-digit numbers by 10 to find the odd one out. So I'm looking for two answers that have a relationship with each other. Your very first job when answering this question is to work out what numbers represented by A and what numbers represented by B, and see if any of those numbers have a relationship to 42. Pause the video and have a go. The number represented by A is 24. The number represented by B is 4.2. The odd one out, therefore, is A, because I know the relationship between 42 and 4.2 is 42 divided by 10 equals 4.2. Use the cards to complete the number sentence. Find 3 possibilities. I would like you to write these out, and these will be sent in via Dojo for me to have a look at. We're looking for a number to be put in here, divided by 10 equals. So let me show you an example of one. 16 divided by 10 equals 1.6. And I've crossed those out so I know that I've used them. So have a go to see if you can find 2 more possibilities for that. You can pause the video. Our last question today. So Alina has divided 92 by 10 on the Gastineau chart below. Is she correct? Convince me. So have a look, pause the video and see whether you can answer this question. I'm not going to answer this question for you. I'm going to look forward to seeing you hand that in to me via Dojo and see what explanations or what you have used to convince me that she has divided 92 by 10 or she hasn't divided 92 by 10. If you've got any problems, just let me know and I look forward to seeing your work.